I wanted to pluck my eyes out. Sheer side piece. I'm not skinny, I'm humongous. I realized how strange that sounds. Hello. It is January 2nd of 2025. I actually can't believe I made it out alive from 2024. And for some reason, I don't know if this is actual fact, I cannot sleep without the stress of school. Like, for example, I'm going to give you an example. Like today, I went to sleep at 2 o'clock in the morning. And then I woke up at 5. So, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's only 4 hours of sleep. You see, I have done this during school times, but I'm usually very sluggish when I wake up. Like, I don't want to leave the bed. But right now, this is not the case because I'm on break until the spring semester. And sleep is not as enjoyable as it was when I had a lot of stress on me, when I had a lot of work to do with school. But anyways, today marks the day of officially getting my life together. You might think, oh, don't you always do this? Actually, no, I don't. I always say I'm gonna do something and then I never do it. But this time the case is different because in 2024, which was 2 days ago actually, I realized that there's a lot of stuff about myself that I want to improve, that there's a lot of things that I can work on to better myself, and that's extremely hard to do. Yeah, I'm already, no, I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna put it out there. I'm doing good. I'm doing great. Look, I have an iPad and I'm taking some notes so I can record a TikTok video, because last time I posted a video, I asked, right, if anyone knows a way to actually get rid of short-term motivation, and in my definition of that, because everybody have different definitions for different things, including some words that use like, that's common sense. How do you not know the definition to that? That's common sense. It's in the dictionary. However, I define short-term motivation as like, oh, I'm really, really motivated. I'm gonna be motivated for a week. No, I'm gonna tell you. So basically, it's like being motivated for a week or 2 weeks or months. I'm gonna put it based on my personal experience from one to 2 weeks all the way to a month, because that's how long my motivation normally lasts. And I'm like, oh, I'm gonna put everything, I'm gonna do everything, I'm gonna plan this out, I'm gonna stick to it. And I do it, and then it's like the motivation suddenly starts going out. It's like the light that I had in me just dies down. And obviously there's a lot of factors that goes into that. It's like your environment as well, because whether I like to admit it or not, sometimes I tend to be in a non very much motivation environment, and a lot of the times it's self-put pressure, is self-laziness, because I can't believe I'm actually admitting this. I tend to be very lazy, and surprisingly it has saved me a lot of money, but that's not the point. It's just I tend to be very lazy. I tend to always tell myself, oh yeah, I'm gonna do it today, I'm gonna do it today. No, I'm gonna do it tomorrow. No, maybe the next day after tomorrow. I'm gonna start on Monday. Actually, no, I have something important to do on Monday, so maybe I could do it on Tuesday. No, the entire week is busy, so let me do it on next Monday. Yeah, that's the type of stuff I always tell myself, and it's like tomorrow comes, Monday comes, the entire week is gone, and I have done absolutely nothing. And it's like I always tell myself, yeah, you still have time. You still have time. And I close my eyes and I blink and realize the time is gone. So the entire time I was telling myself, yeah, you could do it tomorrow. You're going to do it tomorrow. Tomorrow comes, I never do anything. So yeah, I'm gonna work on that. So I asked back to the topic. You see, I'm sorry. Back to the topic. So I went on TikTok. I was like, does anyone know a way to get rid of short-term motivation? And I had a lot of great responses from the friends on TikTok. I was very thankful, because I realized that I wasn't the only one struggling with this. There was actually this comment, and she was like, oh yeah, I've done something about it. And she was like, I didn't do anything at all. She just got worse. And I was like, that's me. And that's one of the reasons why I like TikTok, and I realized it being, because it's like you find more relatable people on TikTok than you do in real life. But besides that one comment, which I totally relate to, I was like, oh, me and this person could totally be friends. There was a lot of helpful stuff said by other friends as well. Not my friends, but online friends, you could say. And it was like, create short-term goals for yourself. So I personally, I want to grow as a person. Just yesterday, I was a little girl, but that's besides the point. So I wanted to grow in general, because I realized if I want to get a man, I have to work on myself, because I cannot be in a relationship with somebody who has everything together and I don't have my ish together. So it's like, why am I with you? Because I'm gonna feel guilty if I'm in a relationship with somebody and they have everything together. They're financially stable, credit score is in the 600s, the 70s, the 700s. They love God, they fear God. It's like they live this completely stable life. And there's just me come along and ruining their entire life. Because believe it or not, you're capable of ruining somebody's life, and in many ways you don't think it's possible. Yeah, so I want to work on myself. So January 2nd, I am going to go back to that TikTok video that I made. And it's not difficult to find because I barely post on TikTok, but I'm going to. I'm gonna go back and write down a lot of the things that the friends on TikTok posted, commented on my video, obviously, as an advice. And a lot of them basically said the same thing, but like in their own way and perspective. So I'm gonna take note of that, and I'm gonna actually make another TikTok video basically sharing the advice that the TikTok friends gave me. So maybe it could help other people. So yeah, and then today I'm not gonna go on a walk because I realized I need to get some things done before I just need to get things done first. Just write them down on my notes. Actually, right now, I don't have no money to spend. But I always tell myself, it's like, it's just money. You wanna know what's my mood for 2025? This is video of Jackie Aina. I love her. I'm absolutely obsessed with her. Is it possible to be obsessed with another human being besides God? Well, God is not a human being. He's a being of a being. I realize how strange that sounds. But let me show you this video of Jackie Aina. I was like, that's gonna be my mood for 2025, because I don't have the time to be arguing with nobody. I've done that my entire life. I've tried to defend myself in multiple situations where it's like, I'm not at fault. You is. You at fault. So why are you blaming me? And I realized when Jackie and I put that video, I was like, ooh, 2025. Because I'm trying to go as a person, as a woman. And I'm trying to be like, in my bag. So I was like, okay, let me find you the video. You see that? That's the move for 2025. You gonna talk? You know, it's so weird and awkward. My sister got her nails done and they make this sound. Oh. Whatever she said, I agree. I was like, maybe I'm the problem. Imagine I wasn't in center this entire time. I actually wasn't in the center. I was to the side. Just like somebody's mama that I know. She's a side piece. Ooh. That feels like it's actually not somebody's mama, it's my auntie. She a side piece to somebody who didn't even pay her rent, but somehow she's obsessed with him. I told myself I was gonna stop being the way I was, and then I realized I am this way. And I can't help it sometimes. It's like I must tell you what I know. So let me tell you what I know. I'm not gonna tell you what I know. Maybe I'm the problem. You see, I'm very indecisive. That's also another thing I'm trying to change about myself. You think I could get a student discount? Because for all the stress they be putting me through, I could get a student discount. I gotta be financially responsible. So we're not gonna do that. I want to cry. Oh, handwriting reconnection. I found it. I found it. Ooh, I thought I was gonna go crazy. Cause I try to look it up on YouTube. YouTube is not helping. It's really not helping me. It's like when you're supposed to be my good friend, it's not helping me. I realize life is actually not that useless. So I'm gonna go to TikTok and see what were some of the good things that the friends over there told me to use to get over short-term STM, short-term motivation, period. I sound like a professional because I am a professional. I am a professional procrastinator. I am a professional lazy bum. I am a professional, I will do it tomorrow. But that was all in 2024. 2025, I am not lazy. I am motivated. I am strong. I am healthy. I am wealthy. I am smart. I am strong. Most importantly, I am the child of the Lord above, my Heavenly Father, God. Capital G-O-D, period. So I'm gonna oh my gosh. You know, sometimes I feel like I'm the problem. And then I realized that was 2024. 2025, I'm not the problem. I am a goal-driven person, not gold. Goal, G-O-A-L, driven person, period. What did they say? Somebody said motivational isn't my soul. Don't rely on motivation, just do it. You're gonna write it down because we are good students, and by we I mean me. I am a good student. And whether you believe that or not, that's up to you, because everybody can form their own personal opinion. And my personal opinion on myself is that I am a good student. Now that's what I like to see. What. We rebuke that in the Lord's name. Because no. Because what do you mean? Red. We gonna zoom in, zoom out. Ooh, rebuke. I don't sound well. Just writing gives me a headache. So, and before you say anything, oh, what happened to being motivated? What happened to that? I am motivated. That's why I'm gonna take a me moment. I'm gonna analyze and put together the things that I'm actually gonna take from the TikTok comments, put them together to actually help other people like myself, because I'm actually gonna put this into practice. I'm gonna better myself this year, and January 2nd is just the beginning. It's not the end of the world, and it's never too late to start. Oh my gosh, I sound like a motivational speaker, because why not? You better buy my book. I don't have a book. I feel like I come off like I'm mentally unstable, but I promise you I'm not. I'm calm, collected, and I'm very much not a crash out, because that's simply not the type of person that I am. So I'm going to go maybe take a nap, possibly. Actually collect all the ideas. I'm pretty sure I just said this. I'm not giving up. That's something I'm totally not doing, because this year is my year. I say this not all the time. But this year will actually be my year because I'm willing to put in the work to actually change myself. Not a lot, but to better myself as a human being, just in general. And I have a lot of life-changing decisions that I gotta make because for some reason, my parents decided to make me and just be like, yeah, we made you, but you gotta make your own decisions about your life that we chose to give you. And God was like, yes, I totally agree with you guys, but I'm gonna be by her side. He is by my side, but sometimes I feel like he's not, and that's based on my own personal perception of my relationship with God. But yeah, so I'm gonna do that, and then starting on Monday, I'm actually gonna go outside and be motivational because I realized that staying indoors is not doing me no good. I realized that the entire year of 2024, I was just stuck home because I don't like going outside. I was hunchback this entire time. Sorry, that's my comfort spot. I just like being hunchback because I have big chest. I got big watermelons and they don't do anything like my back. I feel like my back was not built to support this big watermelon, and I'm going off topic. But listen, in 2024, I realized that I stayed home a lot, and I always told myself the world is scary. It is very scary out there. Did you see the lady they set on fire in the train? Mind-boggling. You see, I knew there was something off about them trains. I was never a big fan of trains. I knew there was something off about them trains. Yeah, but that's besides the point. So I realized that staying indoors don't do me no good. I am just lazy and always make up excuses when I'm indoors. But when I went to the cafe with my friends last time, I realized being outside is actually good. I feel more productive. So I'm gonna do that. Plus, I live by this very I can't speak English for the life of me. I live by this very nice thing. I sound like I'm gonna cry, but I'm not. This actually I live by here, and I live by walkable places, and it's very nice to go take a walk. So I'm gonna do that, and they have like little tables where you could sit down and actually do something with yourself. So that's what I'm gonna do starting Monday, and starting Monday means officially starting Monday. I'm going to vlog, and I'm ready to share my life with the world and whoever is willing to watch and listen to me talk. So today is January 2nd. It is 7:39 in the morning, and today officially begins the life cycle change of me. This is so cringy. Oh, let me stop. Yeah, this is officially the change of my life because I want to change. I want to lose the way I look. I want to look better, feel better. I want to go on roller coasters without feeling like my chest is gonna literally fall out of my I want to go on a roller coaster without feeling like my heart is gonna leap out of my chest, and without feeling like I'm gonna have a heart attack right then and there as soon as the first drop comes. I want to feel healthy. I want to eat healthy. And then unfortunately, I'm currently in a circumstance where I don't get to really choose what to eat. I just eat whatever it is that's home. But that's besides the point. I want to change for me, and I'm pretty sure by the end of 2025, if I do make it there by the will of God, I'm going to be a completely different person. So I'm going to save this. December 2nd, 2025. By the end of this year, I'm going to look better, feel better mentally and physically. And I claim that in the name of God, in the name of Jesus, because I'm going to put in the work this time, and I'm not simply going to be like, oh, I'm going to do it and not actually do it. This time I'm going to put in the effort because I realize I tend to blame a lot of people for my problems instead of myself. And then I ain't gonna lie, sometimes it really be the people. And then I also come to the realization that sometimes it really be me, because while others do hurt you, the one who gotta repair yourself is actually you. The one who gotta live with the hurt and live in regret is actually you. So I don't want to do that anymore. I've done that basically my entire life. I have lived a lot of life for my short for my short spam time. Does that even make sense? I have lived enough life for this little while that I've been here on this planet Earth, and I wouldn't recommend some of the things I lived through to anyone, not even my worst enemy, and I don't have those because I don't have the time to have enemies. If you hate me, I feel like that's okay. You can hate me, I guess. But yeah, starting tomorrow, vlogging my life, the good, the bad, the ugly. I am going to put myself out there because I realize, I realize a lot of things. Because I have come to the connotation. I don't even think I'm using the word right. I have come to know that living in my comfort brings me nothing but shame and guilt put by my own self, because I can tell you this, no one is my biggest hater. I am my biggest hater. Like, I'm the reason I'm like this. And I told myself, it's like, I don't want to change, because what if I'm no longer funny? Today is gonna be a change, and starting tomorrow I am going to vlog my life and do vlogs and go outside and live without a care in the world, because eventually you're gonna die, computers are gonna crash, and nobody's gonna remember you at the end of the day, because sometimes, whether you're that important or not, people tend to forget you after so many generations. So when I just live through it and leave your footprints in the world, you don't know, maybe somebody's gonna come across you and be like, wow, she's just like me, she did it, I could do it. Because that's how I feel with some of the YouTubers I watch. Maybe I'm just blabbing. Like, I watch a lot of Black content creators, because let me tell you this, I don't even think I should be telling you this because I'm kind of ashamed of myself, but I can't be ashamed because this is like my teenage me. So I love teenage me because she was brave. She was brave, I tell you. Brave as in like stupid, but let me tell you, I used to watch James Charles, Jeffree Star, Nikki Tutorials. I used to watch the other girl, she had a scandal. Ooh, Jackie something, not Jackie, I know. Not Jackie, I know. I forgot her name, but she was in a scandal a lot. Apparently she stole somebody's makeup brand, and I was like, ooh, why did she do that? Let me tell you, if it was in the YouTube when Brentman Rock was there, it was peak. I used to watch him too. I used to be upset with him. Not upset, obsessed. Used to be like every video. But I used to be obsessed with these people until the entire ordeal came about James Charles and his obsessions with minors and Jeffree Star racism. I ain't gonna lie though, I really wanted his makeup. Like, I really wanted his makeup. And I realized I was broke. And then that show that James Charles made, it was called Instant Influencers. I knew, let me tell you something, I had a YouTube channel back then. I don't know why I didn't upload a video, because everybody would have been like, ooh, grandma's think alike. Cause I knew since day one homegirl was gonna win. Trash Me, that was her name, Ashley Strong. I was like, she gonna win, because when she came out with the look, I was like, oh girl, I was like, that's the winner, she gonna win. I said that since day one. And then when she went, I was like, duh, what did I tell you? I'm telling you, my imaginary audience in my house, in my head at that time, I was like, I told you, my job was talking to nobody. It was giving crackhead. But I was like, oh, y'all seen that right? I was like, I predicted that. Because it's like, it wasn't really that hard to predict, because she was like, the talented one, not everybody else. I ain't gonna lie. Sorry if I offend anybody, but like, girl, her look, it was giving alien. I ain't gonna lie, the whole entire beauty and setting is giving out of space. That's what she was giving. So I was like, okay, Miss Girl. And she go in, and she had she was a teen mom. So I was like, oh, okay, even more reason to why I should support. Because I was like, ooh, big girl. Not big girl, she wasn't big. She got the body yaddy. Her body was tea. She wasn't big. She was beautiful though. She is beautiful. Yeah, that was when I was obsessed with James Charles. And then, do y'all remember the contestant Bunny? I ain't gonna lie, he got on my nerve. I tried to be there for him. I really did. I was like, I'm gonna support you because you're cute. I like cute boys, especially when they're like, is that not to be a pedo? I don't do pedophiles. But he was cute, so I was like, I'm gonna support you because he looked cuddly, even though he was kind of bony. But I was like, he looked like he wants to be squished. So I'm gonna support you. And then he failed me so many times. When he did that stupid bunny look, I wanted to pluck my eyes out. Because why would you do that? You had so many opportunities. My other favorite was Indigo Hell. And then right now he has like a TikTok or Instagram page where he's transformed to other celebrities in cars and animations. I was like, okay, period. I was so happy to see him doing so well because I remember I used to binge watch his YouTube videos when he used to upload. And then he was like, I'm going to take a break in 2 years or 3 years past, and he hasn't uploaded that since then. I was like, I understand, people, you got to do what you got to do for your mental health. So there's that. And then Jeffree Star, I used to be obsessed with his like makeup reviews. Not reviews, reviews. I was like, ooh, in my head. Maybe this is like not something good to admit, but in my head until this day, I was like, if Jeffree Star does not approve this, it's not good. It's not good. That just means your makeup is not it. Caitlyn, her and Ashley were friends. And then the other girl, I remember her. She's very pretty. And she works a regular job now. And I'm like, okay, that's so nice. Nikki Tutorials. I used to be obsessed with makeup. I don't know what was my obsession with makeup. But Nikki Tutorials, she was one of the person I was like, okay, she could do that too. Because her base was smooth. And then I was so disappointed when she did the hair reveal. Because why would you do that? If you're going to change your hair, actually put some colors on it. She going to change it from one color to another color. And it was pale. You could barely tell she changed her hair color. Cause you did that for what? Cause what was the reason? You know, the people around her don't love her. Cause they could have simply told them, be like, do something extravagant or do another color or something. The people around her don't love her. Cause they could have simply told them, be like, do something extravagant or do another color or something. The one we could see. Cause we could barely see that. I remember being so disappointed that for the first time in my life, I disliked her videos. I was like, you could have kept this to yourself. She definitely could have. But I was like, oh, okay. After a while, I was like, it's literally the same thing. But I guess it's cute for her because if she did it, that means she liked it, you know? And who was another one? Yeah, I remember that video Jeffree Star did with Bad Baby. I was Bad Baby. Bro, Danielle Bregoli, she wouldn't stand. Can you believe the man she has right now? Like, she's still with that man. The Cash Me Outside girl I know would have been kicked that man to the curb. That's the one on Dr. Phil show. She would have been kicked that man to the curb. But I guess she's mature now, you know. But sometimes I keep those to myself. Who else? Bretman Rock. He had a show. The first time he had a show, he was like, I'm gonna have a show. I remember when he announced it on his YouTube, and I was like, oh, I been watched that thing. I remember it was summer. Yes, it was summer. The show came out, and I was on my mom's phone. For some reason, I don't know what I had a phone back, but I was on somebody's phone, and I was like, "Oh, is this show?" And then Princess May with it. I remember this scene when they were like working out and exercising. I was also obsessed with Nikita Dragon. See, my obsession with her was because I was fascinated by her, not in like romantic way. I was fascinated with how open she was about her surgeries, and it was, even though sometimes it was a little gore or whatever, I was like, this is so fascinating. I was fascinated about her entire lifestyle. I remember this one music video she did in like a little island, and every influencer was there. Even Jeffree Star was there. I was like, that was a peak moment. And to this day, I kind of still listen to the song because it reminds me of summer. I don't know, so I'm going to keep my opinions to myself. That's all. I'm going to see you when I see you. I'm going to upload this today because I want to start the year off with my right foot and on my left, because I realized that life tends to throw lemons at you, even when you don't want to lemons. When you want soda, that's when life sends you lemons to make lemonade. With no sugar, just salt. 2024, I lost my grandfather, my paternal grandfather, and I lost my home, and I gained weight. And at the end of the year, I realized I wasn't actually that ugly, and I enjoyed life. It's like 2025. Listen, listen, Lord, I don't want soda, I want water. good juicy cold water on the hot summer day. Don't send me lemonades with no salt, because I don't want lemonade and salt. Time. I do have the time. You see, that's one of the things I gotta change. I need to stop saying I don't have time, because I do have time. I have plenty of time. I just don't know how to work and use my time. But I'm going to, you know? I'm gonna add images so you can envision and see what I'm talking about and who I'm talking about, because sometimes, speaking from experience, I don't work well when I don't know what I'm talking about, who I'm looking at. If you're talking to me, not all the time, but sometimes if you're talking to me, because I have a good imagination. I'm very, you know, my imagination is very active. That's why I read a lot of books with no images, because sometimes the way I imagine characters is not the way the author imagines them. And then when I be reading on Wattpad, they be uploading this, look at this person, I be like, who that? Because that's not the guy in my head. That's not the girl in my head. Especially when they do this person versus YN. YN means your name. And it says white blonde, long hair, blue eyes, thin, pink, luscious lips. I say, who's that? Because I'm black. And I'm not skinny, I'm humongous. What are you talking about? But yeah, that's another thing I gotta change about myself. My self-deprecation and self-ridiculization. I don't even think that's a word, but yeah, I'm gonna change that. I am strong, I'm beautiful, I'm healthy. I never said I was ugly, I just said I was fat. And my aunt got me this is from Coach. She got it vintage, period, because I don't know why, because I'm gonna see you when no, let me stop saying that. I'm going to see you tomorrow.